Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 8 of Crusader Kings 2 as the Duke of Gangavadi, and a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series with his generous donation on Patreon. Now before I get started, there's something that was pointed out to me in the comments and I really wish I'd have written down who it was now because I've completely forgotten, so I apologise for that. It's something that I do very often, forget who it was. And that was basically in previous videos I was trying to work out why I had title loss on succession despite the fact that I had changed my succession rules to elective, and he actually pointed out something that I'd completely missed, is that our inheritance is actually elective gavel kind. So while it is elective and we do get to elect our heir, it is still gavel kind, which basically means that some of our titles will go to our other children. And I'm not used to that because normally I am used to elective monarchy, which is basically all of your titles go to your nominated successor. I mean, we could go for something like primogeniture or ultimogeniture, but yeah, they're a little bit difficult because they require sort of specific laws. We should be able, under the council, I think, to change it. I think you need something like... No, it's not there. I thought there was an option to allow you to have that extra succession law, but apparently not. So yeah, we need to get up to a higher sort of title level if we can. It is going to be tricky. We shall have to see what happens. Let's go ahead and unpause and continue on anyway. I mean, we still want to try and grab more lands if we can. I mean, if we can form extra duchies, that is useful. Forming extra duchies is good for us because then we can actually keep those additional places, like this this place down here. If we go ahead and have a look at the... because we can't actually create any titles at the moment, at least I don't think we can. I can never remember where these decisions are. I always forget, just you don't play this game for a while and you forget where everything is. So what we want to do is we want to look at the de jure duchies, really. So there'd be this duchy here, and again that just clicked off it now. De jure titles. So let's go ahead and have a look. So we want to look specifically at. So that's the empire, that's the kingdom. So if we look within the kingdom, so this is actually a de jure kingdom. We could potentially take that. This is our de jure duchy. That's another de jure duchy. And I'm sort of going back through the levels here, which I shouldn't. So that's a de jure duchy, but we don't have any of that. And that's a de jure duchy as well. It's going to be a little bit tricky. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what happens. Now there is a revolt kicking off right now. Dear son-in-law, may you live in harmony. Request that you honour your obligation. Answer this call to arms against. Right now, who is this? This is Marjara Derva. Is that our king? Is that our ruler? It is. Now, what is your force? You've got like 3,500 troops. How many troops does the revolt have? Not nearly as many. But we could put somebody who's more favourable on the throne. It's often difficult for revolts to be won. Let's go ahead and accept and let's see what happens. The alliance between... Hang on, did I not just click accept? I thought I clicked accept. I did click accept. Oh, I'm against him. I'm against my father-in-law. No, I'm not. I'm with him. Which side of this war that I am? Your father-in-law. Which side of this war am I in on? I am... Yes, I am on the side... So how is the alliance broken down when I'm on the same side as him against... that just makes no sense whatsoever. So we are part of this revolt, essentially. That doesn't make a lot of sense how that just happened, but that's weird. So there's still quite a lot of things about this game that confuses me sometimes when I look at how it does things, and I'm like, how did that come to be? How did we get into that state? What just happened there? Save up a little bit of money, because we may well need to get ourselves a... No, that's just a revolt. I don't think that's actually against us. But yeah, we need to save up a little bit of money because we may well need to hire some mercenaries at some point. Let's just get all of our guys together. Gamer Cowboy becomes a charismatic negotiator. That's actually not bad. We've fulfilled the ambition to groom an heir as well, so we do need to pick a new ambition. Acquire a title, sure, let's go and work on that. That is kind of what we're doing right now. Ask Liege for a title, which we're not going to do that just yet because we are in the middle of revolt. So it's not like he can really give us a title, but let's go ahead and try and get all of our army together. That'd be great. As soon as I came to pick up Harden to help me out cutting down some trees, he starts complaining. Apparently he has a nasty stomachache. So we can make him indolent. Well, he may gain indolent either way, but let's gain the prestige. He apparently has pains in his arm now forever after I grabbed it and cannot use it to cut trees. So he's become indolent. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Right, our army is together. Make sure we're paused. Let's go and group them up. So let's go and... now, I don't particularly want to be leading any of these flanks. Let's go ahead and see if we can sort out some commanders. Minor titles, show commanders only. Not too sure what all of my commanders are currently doing. I don't have any particularly good people in here, but we'll do what we can. I just don't really want to be leading the army myself. Although my marshal's not terrible, but I don't want to end up getting killed. So let's go and march over here. Our former liege is starting to try and raise his levies. So if we can go ahead and win some of these battles, especially he's on low morale there, so we're going to win that fight with ease. That'll give us some nice war score. Let's go ahead and start sieging this out. I think we've probably got the numbers. He does have quite a few units up there. They are going to get to consolidate, unfortunately. Yeah, he's coming down here with 3,000 men. If he starts to move in here to attack this army, I shall probably move in to try... They're actually going for it, aren't they? So let's go ahead and march over there and try and get involved in that battle, because we want to win as many battles as possible. That's the idea here. So let's go and reinforce. So that should make the difference. That should turn the tide. I mean, it's quite possible that he'll even get killed or captured in battle. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there will be many things that you will do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? Organisation will be quite good, because that actually gives you movement speed. Leading the centre. Well, we don't really want to lead the centre. Morale defence could be quite good, but I think... mind you, again, Organiser only really works if you're in the middle, I think. Let's just go for Never Surrender. I think that might be slightly more useful for us. Okay, so that's that battle over. Now, I'm not sure whether our guy's going to chase down that army, but let us start moving down here and try and siege this guy out. In fact, are you actually moving over here? You have got more men, but you are also... How are you retreating? You're not at full morale. It looks like I can catch you here. We should be able to win this given the fact that they're not at full morale. Although our flanks are falling quite quickly. One of our flanks is actually shattered. And the vanguard's about to go as well. One of my... children is that Hardan? It is. Call for the physician. Right, how did this battle not go our way? Oh, I know. It's because our ally completely ignored helping us. So let's go the long way around. If our ally had have actually come in to help us there, we would have been fine. But he decided he was just going to stay out of it. Similar problem that you have in EU4. Which is one of the things I dislike about it. Right, now this is my province. So let's go ahead and disband the levies. and then we'll just unpause and we will re-raise the levies, because that will give us, or at least it should give us, slightly more men. So let's go ahead and get them all together. So yes, if you could actually concentrate on helping us out. This is Lucas is ill as well. Okay, call that court position again. We are very low on manpower here. Car is it? Why is everybody ill? Have we got some sort of weird epidemic going on that I'm unaware of? Not too sure what's happening here. Right, let's try and get the entire army together. One child lacks a focus. This is our daughter. Let's go ahead and make her give her etiquette or something. Go and try and marry her off. So let's go and start sieging this guy out. Now you are sort of sieging stuff out, which is a little bit annoying. But I don't want to be leading this. Right, where are all of my generals disappearing to? Or did one of them... Did they get killed? Which is quite a possibility, I suppose. Where are we? We want minor titles, and we could make Gamer Cowboy a general. Again, he doesn't have an awful lot of combat skill. Fine, I will lead the centre. And let's go ahead and start taking some stuff. Hopefully they're not going to come after me. I think they're too busy sieging stuff out. We could actually win this war if you would actually consider attacking something. But if you're not going to... No, you're actually trying to attack into me now. Right, I can get out if I move this way. Now, if we can get back to our ally, we might be in with a chance. So let's try and move around if we can. Right, he's coming after me. I can't actually get away from him. So what I'm going to do here is just disband the levy and not lose anything there. Wait till he moves away. He is trying to siege out my territory now, which is annoying. Right, you're actually trying to do something now. That'd be lovely if you would. If you'd actually get involved and fight. So what is it you're just going to go and try and unsiege that now. You're going to stand there. Right, we need to try and re-raise our levies if we can. I'm going to hold down control, which means we won't try and raise the levies here, which will automatically get killed off. And let's try and move everybody in there. He's partway through the siege, so he shouldn't bother breaking. We do appear to be involved in a couple of wars here, which is not ideal. Right, can we get in there and just go and smash this stack? Will we actually get there quick enough? It doesn't look like we will. So let's just get everybody together here. Lose 20 prestige and gain humble. Humble's not bad, actually. I'll take a 20 prestige hit if we can gain humble. Did we gain humble? Yeah, we did. That's nice. Okay, let's get everybody in over here. Again, he does have a big... Yeah, he's coming straight in after us, which is what we could do without, to be honest. Right, you just stay over there. You group up. Doesn't look like I've got any way out. So we're just going to come stand and fight. Are you going to come and help me is the question. Or are you just going to be terrible AI and do nothing? I guess you're just going to be terrible AI and do nothing. So we're going to lose this battle. Yeah, he's just going to go and re-siege that now. And leave us to take losses. Excellent. Well, in that case then, I'll just go and disband my levies and we'll lose the war. Because the AI is just not helping himself at all here. We'll leave it for a couple of months. We'll try and rebuild up our army if we can. Got a child that lacks education focus. This is Hardan. Let's go and give you... Let's give you Marshall. Seem to be suited to it. Now the question is, could we, if we wanted to, actually afford any mercenaries? Probably all a little bit expensive to hire. How much are we making per month? 225. Not really enough to keep any mercenary companies going. We could get like the Orchid Band, but yeah, I'm not sure we'd have enough money to keep them on hand. And some of these mercenary bands are just so small they're not worth it. I don't think we've really got any way of gaining any extra money, because you can't just borrow money from the Jews like you can in the Western world. So yeah, we're a little bit short on cash right now. We'd only be able to maintain a mercenary company for a couple of months. Oh, the war is over, actually. Interesting. That seems to have split things up a little bit. So let's have a quick look at the... well, it's kingdoms, really, isn't it? It's realms. So we are part of this kingdom here. And then we've got this one is separate. So the kingdom's really getting sort of mashed up a little bit now. You are my liege. Are you my previous liege, or are you the new one? Because you were my father-in-law, so I guess it's not you. Because my wife's father, yeah, you were the one, Govinda, you were the one that tried to start this off. You've got quite a lot of land, though. My domain is too big. Well, that's not changed. Liege's Council is discontent. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait on a little bit then. It didn't work out quite the way that we wanted to. We are still trying to get a claim down here, which does not seem to be happening for us. I'd love to be able to grab some of this land. If we could get ourselves another duchy title. Because de jure duchies. What do we get here? Not really bothered. If I could... So this is one duchy. We do have this entire duchy. That is ours. I assume we have the ducal title, right? Because I'm playing this wrong. I'm sort of forgetting how to play this game. So we own the ducal title. And we own 5 counties. Which is basically 1, 2, 3, 4. We gave one of them away. If we could grab a second ducal title by grabbing this province, we'd be able to hold on to both of them. We wouldn't have direct control of the counties, but we would have control of the duchies. So that's what we want to try and do. We definitely want to try and get a claim on this province if we can. Now then, let's have a quick look at you. You have a liege. Liege is the Raj, so he's a Pandya Raj. Is that a petty king? So you are the king of this entire area here. So if I can grab this, so the question is, your army strength is really tiny. So if I can go and grab this province, then we can get a second duchy. I'd love to go and do some more damage to this guy over here, and I think we probably can. There is a war going on over there at the moment, though. So we probably do want to wait for that to finish. You want to appoint me as a commander. Let's say yes for the time being. What is our... what have we got here? This is a mission. Advise you to go on a pilgrimage. Sure. I guess that's something that we do through here as well. Invite noble to court, compose a book, hold a tiger hunt, go on a pilgrimage. Cost us 13 gold. But sure, we'll gain some karma. Let's travel to the birthplace of Krishna. Yeah, this war needs to hurry up and end. Because I really want to be able to grab this province, because then we can just form... We should be able to form the duchy. Because we'll have more than 50% of it. And hopefully we can go down and grab this kingdom. Then we could become our own king. Which would start to make life a little bit easier for us. We would technically be independent then. So I think we have to go and pick on this king. That's what we have to do. I guess we don't have a claim against you for the kingdom. We've got the ducal conquest. We've got border disputes. Could try and subjugate you. But yeah, it might have to be Ducal Conquest. I'm still hoping that we can actually just get a claim. But things are going really slowly. You've got a 16.61% chance yearly. There's actually a revolt down here now. That's interesting. So now that you have a revolt, can I declare war on you? I can declare war on you. We can actually declare a holy war. That could be interesting. Holy War for Nadu, which is that the whole thing? Yeah, that's the whole little kingdom. So we could declare a holy war and take both of those. This could work out for us here. So what would it cost us? Right, so we could do the border dispute. The border dispute would cost us 50 karma and 100 gold, which we can afford if we wanted to go ahead and do that. If we win, we would gain the county title, basically. Or we could do the Holy War. Can use this CB to seize all titles held by the infidel within the de jure kingdom. The CB is valid against neighbours, also infidels up to 2 sea zones away, if either the attacker or the defender is a Muslim, or if the era of the Great Holy Wars has started for the attacker's religion. If we win the war, we would gain moral authority for 20 years. He would lose moral authority for 20 years. He would lose 100 piety. He would lose 50 prestige. And we would... Who are we? Yeah, we're that guy. Shivamara. We vassalize lords of his religion and take all of the titles. So does that mean he would become our vassal? I mean, he's not got a particularly big military. But we could go and fight him. And it doesn't cost us anything to do. I think we go ahead and do it. There's no cost to it. We can go ahead and do a holy war here. How many, how big an army can we raise at the minute? Not all that much. Our army's actually pretty small. I'm going to wait for a little while. As much as I want to do it, our army is a little bit too small to get away with that right now. But it is something that we will work on. Why is my wife has been appointed as my regent? Oh, that's because I'm on the pilgrimage. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So when we come back next time, hopefully we can still do something down here. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I just do not have the manpower at the moment. We need to recover these levies. They're very, very low. But that will recover over time. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2 of Gangavadi. Again, a very big thank you to Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series. And I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.